Andrea Caby Barrow. I've had the great pleasure of knowing Andrea for a long time, almost 15 years, when she first got to ConnectWise. Andrea continues to be one of the smartest people I know, really knowledgeable, really caring, a really honest, hardworking person. The newest project that she is very much a big part of is the marketplace at ConnectWise. We talk about that and how it can help managed service providers, helps vendors as well. But a great conversation with Andrea. We also talk about a divided household. Really enjoy talking to Andrea, and it's wonderful to see how she's progressed so much in such a great company, ConnectWise. I did record this at the IT Nation, Automation Nation, at downtown Tampa at the ConnectWise headquarters, early September 2024. Great conversation with Andrea, and I thank her for it. Thanks for listening. Hi, I'm Joey Pinz, and here's my 45-second introduction. After starting my business in the 90s, I started developing poor habits of eating in my diet because of working way too much. Before you know it, I found myself 340 pounds. The doctor told me if I don't lose the weight, I'm not going to see my daughter graduate. Took the next 7 months, lost 130 pounds. People think there's some secret. Ask me, how'd you lose that weight? Like there's some secret. There is no secret. How'd I lose the weight? Just one word: discipline. I've had other successes in life, and I attribute them all to discipline. Now, I'm not the king of discipline, but I believe that it can help all of us. Friends, colleagues convinced me to start a podcast. The podcast mission: how do we better ourselves and society? I talk to interesting people in health, fitness, sport, wellness, business, technology, science, art, and culture. And I eventually ask them how discipline plays a role in their life. Podcast vision: growth through learning from others.
Thanks so much for your time.
Hey, thanks for your time.
What's better, cats or dogs?
Oh, I don't think better is the right word to use. I think they're different.
How so?
Well, from my experience having a cat and a dog,
Yes.
they have their own different personalities. They like to receive love from you in different ways. One's not better or worse than the other. It's just different.
So was it Winston Churchill said, cats look down at you, dogs look up at you, but pigs treat you as equals? I never had a pig as a pet.
I haven't yet.
No, they're
There's always
delicious.
a possibility.
So, do you agree with that, though? Do cats look down at you?
I mean, if my cat's, standing up on the catwalk, of course she is.
I'm not sure he meant literally.
Oh, well, I don't know.
But
I'll have to ask him in a different life.
How long have you had your cat?
She is, oh my goodness, she's almost 11. So I've had her for almost 11 years.
Amazing.
Because she's almost 11. I got her when she was a little baby, little kitten.
Yeah.
Fit in the palm of my hand, 2 pounds.
Right. Wasn't that long ago?
I mean, 11 years is a long time ago, but it doesn't seem like it's that long ago.
When did you start here at ConnectWise?
Oh, I started at ConnectWise in March of 2010. So 14 and a half years almost. Yeah.
I remember when you started.
I remember when I started too.
It seems like yesterday.
It does. It does. But
lots changed.
it has, yeah.
For the better?
For the better. It's been a fun journey. I like to say that, I may have worked for ConnectWise, the same company, for 14 and a half years, but in that time it's been easily 5 different companies because we're going through so many different changes and different maturity levels. It's good. It's good to experience it all.
Somebody told me it kind of went from being a family business to a corporate business.
I mean, I guess some might have that perspective on it, especially going from being family owned and operated, founder led. It's a difference when, you're now private equity owned, but still it comes down to the people who are actually working at the company. So.
And that makes all the difference.
Sure does. Yeah. It's the people and everything. The people are what make the difference, and I feel like almost in every experience in life.
Another interesting thing about you that I enjoy is that you have a house divided, Florida and Florida State.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not the best year so far for.
Well, I would say the Gators are looking up.
Yes.
We won this last weekend against Sanford. Florida State actually did not lose this last weekend because it was a bye week, so they didn't have an opportunity to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So.
yes. Some say the season's over for them.
Could be.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, ultimately, when it comes down to Florida State, the only game that truly matters is the Saturday after Thanksgiving when we go head-to-head in our rivalry game.
Really?
So, yeah.
Nothing else.
Nah,
And what's the house like at the Barrow household on that day?
Exciting.
Yes.
It's loud. A lot going on.
Yes. And is there an equal amount of fans?
I mean, if it's, just my husband and
Oh,
I,
it's just
and
you two.
then
Yes,
and
I
then my
assume
cat
that.
and my dog in our home, yeah, I would say it's fairly equal. The dog has a jersey for each team.
Really?
So we kind of share custody on what shirt she gets to wear.
I see.
Yeah.
Is it based on last year's winner? How does that?
It's usually who gets it on her first.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's a race.
It is a race to the jersey, if you will. Yeah.
Tell me about the new marketplace. Congratulations.
Thank you. The new marketplace, goodness, Joe, it is so exciting to be able to launch such an enormous project like that. As a team, we've been talking about revamping the marketplace for a few years now, and sometimes it's a lot of moving parts to really make things come to fruition and get that concept realized. So I'm just pumped to be able to share it with everybody and showcase the hard work that so many different teams have put into this marketplace. But ultimately we've completely modernized it. It's not just an aesthetics change either, though, although a lot of that happened. We really wanted to ensure we're on track with ConnectWise branding and really making it look and feel like a new marketplace. But we've changed the overall user experience. We've tried to make so much of the content available a little bit more intuitive to find for the user. How can we help MSPs really navigate the site, making it a meaningful experience for them to find the solutions they need to really help support and run and operate their businesses? So I think that was absolutely one of the key goals, is how can we make it easier for the MSP to utilize the marketplace site? And then additionally, our vendors. Vendors are our partners too. We have two key audiences that we're trying to serve with the marketplace, and vendors absolutely are top of mind with that. They're the ones who are coming up with different solutions that are going to potentially solve gaps for our MSPs, and how can we help them best present themselves and on the marketplace, and how can we help MSPs find those solutions that our vendors are putting out that they're going to need in their business. So we've added a variety of different ways to help vendors showcase their products, their integrations, showcasing that they're Invent certified integrators. Invent certified means that you are officially partnered with ConnectWise through integration. Our Invent certified integrators get to work directly with our technical team to roadmap out their integration, scope it, ensure what they're building is going to be best in class and of value to the MSPs that are going to use it. And then, of course, they go through a pretty rigorous security review, and then ultimately getting ConnectWise's stamp of approval through certification. So, yeah.
People love the Invent program.
They do. I hope they do. I love it. Getting an opportunity to work on this team and work on that program. I'm going on, I think 7 years with the program and with the ecosystem team overall. So, it's fun.
What should MSPs expect when they go to the marketplace?
What should they expect? So when you go to the marketplace, you should expect to see a variety of different integrations that are available to use within your ConnectWise stack. I would say that's probably one of the key reasons why MSPs come to the marketplace and why vendors have their solutions listed on the marketplace. All of those solutions are connected to ConnectWise via integration. We have over 400 different vendor integrations on the marketplace.
Wow.
About 100 of those are certified through the Invent program. So, there's opportunities for MSPs to look for different solutions based on their category, based on if they are a certified integrator. We also have a variety of different resources for MSPs on the site. So if they want to check out our blog, we invite our vendors to contribute to our blog monthly, really focusing on thought leadership, not necessarily product features and functionality, but really how is their solution going to help an MSP and help solve their issues that might be keeping them up at night. So we have our blogs as a resource. We have something pretty cool. Our Invent vendors put out different specials just for ConnectWise partners. So if you want a price break, go check out our specials page on the marketplace. And then additionally, we do want to promote our our Invent certified vendors who are hosting different webinars and different activities that they're doing in the space. So we have opportunities on the marketplace to find that as well.
Now, can an MSP actually acquire and provision a solution right away, or what's the process once they decide on a solution?
It depends on the product. So today we actually transact, I'll say, about 15 different solutions on the marketplace. So if you're an MSP and you're interested in one of those 15 products, you can certainly go through the process of, I'll just say, click buy now, and you can provision and procure that solution directly from the marketplace. All of the other products that are available on the marketplace are really there as a, I like to refer to it as like a catalog of different things that are available, but you're not necessarily going to purchase it through ConnectWise. So it's your spot to go find out more, use it as a resource to understand what is available to you, what is integrated into the ConnectWise platform, platform products. And then from there, you can work directly with the vendor on procuring that solution or using a distributor of your choice.
Very interesting, because, let's just take the Pax8 portal, for example.
Sure, yeah.
Their own kind of marketplace. Is that a competitor? Is it similar?
I wouldn't say it's a competitor. I would say, you're likely going to use, as an MSP, you're going to use the ConnectWise Marketplace really to explore, educate yourself, learn more about the variety of different solutions that are available. And then oftentimes the solutions we have on our marketplace, you can actually purchase through Pax8. So I would say the two different marketplaces that we are working with here have different use cases. One is really more around, the ConnectWise one is really around education and enablement, and Pax8 is really where you're going to go if you want to purchase something.
And what's down the road? What's coming soon? What's coming? I know you just released it and it's chock full of things, but I'm sure there's some features that you couldn't.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yes, we just did it, but of course you want more already, right? No, and I do too.
Yes.
So thank you for bringing up this opportunity to share what's coming, Joe.
Very good.
One of the biggest things that will be coming in phase 2 is personalization. Oh, yes. So think about personalization when, Joe, when you log into your Amazon account, I'm guessing you might be an Amazon purchaser.
Once or twice.
Once or twice. Okay, great. Yeah, once or twice a day for me. So that's fine. Anywho, when you log into your Amazon account, you see a variety of different suggested products that are going to make most sense for Joe based on your browsing history, based on your purchasing history. What my Amazon looks like isn't probably going to be the exact same, unless you've been perusing Amazon for the latest and greatest wrist weights or ankle weights to work out in, maybe you are.
A couple months ago.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. I'll share my link with you. But that's the type of experience we want to bring to the marketplace future state. So getting that personalized user experience. So as a ConnectWise MSP, when you're going to log into the marketplace, you'll be able to identify the different products that you, already have purchased from ConnectWise. And at the same time, if there's something that's going to make sense with the current stack that you have, we'll have an opportunity to serve you up content that aligns to that. So, maybe you don't necessarily have a tax solution in place yet. Then we'll likely serve you up content that has to do with one of our Invent certified integrators, Avalara, for example. So really trying to tailor the experience for the MSP. So you're not just out there on your own hunting around trying to figure out what it is that you need. We'll have suggestions based on what you have already purchased from ConnectWise.
It's pretty important.
It is.
And it just makes it, I remember buying the Harry Potter books, and I remember I think there's only 4 at the time, and I think I already bought number 2 for some reason. And when I did a search on it, it showed me 1, 3, and 4. It didn't show me 2 because I already knew I had it.
Already knows, yeah.
I mean, that was incredible to me at the time, and this was, my goodness, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't know when the Harry Potter books came out.
I don't either.
But just personalizing that experience, that's really, really cool. And can you've already purchased this item, that kind of thing, it will be displayed?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly.
That'll really be beneficial to the MSP.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have MSPs that you kind of bounce ideas off of when you have this marketplace release? Do you talk to them about it and see what the feedback is?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been collecting feedback from a variety of different sources on the marketplace. So first and foremost, our MSPs, right? Because those are our number one target audience. So we have a subset of current ConnectWise partners that we've gone to prior to even scoping out the marketplace.
Wow.
Ask them, hey, what are you looking for? How can we update this? How can we enhance or change it? So that feedback was incorporated into the overall scoping of this project. Additionally, we absolutely have gone to our vendor partners to collect feedback, understanding what's going to be of value to them. What are we missing that's going to really help you be more effective in telling your story to the MSP? What do those features look like? And then, of course, we have a variety of internal resources here at ConnectWise that have been more than happy to share with us ways that we can improve, enhance, or say, hey, you guys got this one checkbox. Let's add into phase 2 here and see what else we can do.
What can ConnectWise do better to be a better partner to MSPs?
Oh, good question, Joe. Throwing me a hardball. Now, I think one of the key things that we can continue or improve upon is being a resource to help enable them to be able to do their business better. And what I mean by that is educating them on different tool sets that are available to help extend the functionality of the solutions they're getting from us. How can they incorporate that into their business, and really trying to, I would say, take the guesswork out of the tech that they should be using and let them focus on how to best serve their clients. So how can we continue to be that resource, help enable, help educate, so they can grow and really focus on other areas of their business?
I think that's really important to them. So we're here in Tampa, downtown.
Downtown, yeah.
ConnectWise headquarters.
We are.
Automation Nation is happening. They're
It's
kind
there.
of gathering back here.
Yeah,
Still, Automation Nation, every MSP can really benefit from the marketplace,
absolutely.
whether they're part of IT Nation or they're not.
For sure. Yeah, I would say, yes, the products that are on the marketplace today are there because of the key factor that they do have an integration into one of the ConnectWise solutions. But that doesn't mean that the marketplace isn't a resource to learn about those products that are integrated.
And what should MSPs know about the Invent program?
Oh, MSPs, what I want you to know about the Invent program, if you're using an Invent certified integration, I hope it gives you some peace of mind because of a couple of key factors. One, it's been through a security review that we conduct through a third-party vendor. So this is a third-party vendor doing a security review on all integrations that go through the ConnectWise Invent program. Number two, it's certified. Certification means that the vendor has worked directly with our technical API team to scope and roadmap out what the integration should and could do. The reason for that is really to ensure that MSPs are going to be able to utilize a robust, valuable integration. And the third pretty important point is it's supported. So if you are using a Invent certified integration and you ever have an issue with it, if there's a bug, if the integration just isn't working as intended, if you need help getting it set up, you are fully supported. You can contact the Tier 1 help team at ConnectWise for assistance with any initial questions you might have. If in fact it turns out that there is something that is a bug, or the integration is broken, something's wrong, there's now an escalation path for our help team to work with the vendor to mitigate that issue and get a fix quicker to the partner. So.
You're one of the originals for Invent, right? It's been around for a long time, but you've been working there for a long time.
I can't say I am the original. There's quite a few folks who helped kind of set the pathway for me here. But I have been working on the team for about 7 years.
Wow.
Almost 8 now. Yeah.
How long has the program been around?
Oh, goodness. I guess probably maybe 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And will you be showcasing the marketplace at all at Connect in November?
Oh my gosh, absolutely we will, Joe. We are currently in works with our marketing and IT Nation team to really figure out the exact showcase opportunities that we have. But the marketplace will have a dedicated space inside the ConnectWise booth at the Solutions Pavilion.
Great.
So we'll be showcasing the marketplace there. We'll be talking about our certified Invent vendors. We're working on some other opportunities outside of the Solutions Pavilion to try and get a little bit more visibility and give partners an opportunity to connect with our vendors, not specifically inside the Solutions Pavilion. So more to come on that as we kind of work through those details. But we are absolutely going to be at Connect and couldn't be more excited to see all of not only our vendor partners there, but of course our MSP partners too.
I had the great pleasure of talking to Aubrey about the marketplace a couple weeks ago.
You did. Yes. I was able to tune into that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how can vendors be better partners to MSPs?
Oh, goodness. Another good one, Joe. So I think it comes down to listening. Talk to your MSPs, talk to your partners, understand where you might be able to do better, or where are there potential issues and challenges that they're facing that are keeping them up at night, and how can you bring a solution to the table for them. So talk to them, learn from them, and from there, try and best enable them with resources that you can provide to help give them some peace of mind.
So, Andrea, you know my story, I believe. I started my MSP in the 90s,
Yeah.
and I was not paying attention to myself. And before you know it, I'm up to 340 pounds.
Sure.
And you've seen the pictures ad nauseum. And so when the doctor said, I need to lose the weight or you're not going to see your daughter graduate, it hit me hard. And
Sure.
driving home, punching the steering wheel. And so I took the next 6-7 months, lost about 130 pounds and kept
Amazing.
it off. Yeah, thank you. And you can't look at it as a finishing line. You have to,
No.
have to change. So people always want the quick answer. What's your secret? And there's no secret, of course. Discipline. That's how I got it.
Yep.
Willpower, routine, etc. How does discipline play a role in your life, Andrea Caby Barrow?
It's KB.
Caby Barrow.
So discipline comes in many shapes and varieties here. For me, I translate discipline into consistency, not perfection, right? So when it comes to, I'll use working out as an example. For me, I need to be consistent with it, but I know it's okay if I'm not perfect with it. So as long as you're potentially, you're doing your best, you're maintaining 5 workouts a week or whatever the case may be. You get that number in your head and maintain consistency with it. There's often times where you're gonna fail, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But failure doesn't mean the end, right? It means you adjust what you were doing before and get back into whatever that routine is. So consistency, not perfection. And the other piece of it is that routine. If you have a steady routine, you kind of get into your groove. It comes a second nature to you. I think that really helps, and those things absolutely, for me, align to discipline.
Consistency, not perfection. Perfection, it's unattainable.
It is. And I think oftentimes we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect and consistently strive for that. And you can strive for perfection, but it's okay if you're not. You just have to figure out a way to continue moving forward, and that's something I try and keep in mind.
Thank you so much for your time. An absolute delight. I've been trying to get you to talk to me for so long, and it's really worked out. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Joe, thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate it.
You're the best.
Yeah,
Have a
back
great
at
day.
you. Thank you.
Thank you for listening and or viewing Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations. Please share this episode with 1 or 2 of your friends who you think may benefit from the episode. Our website, www.joeypins.com. There you'll find lots of resources, and you could join our mailing list. Please follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Podcast information, the video version of our podcast is on YouTube. Please subscribe. Audio is on all major podcasting platforms. Please follow them. And if you like it, please consider giving 5-star rating. Would really appreciate that. Thank you again for listening or watching Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations.